What's up there, crew? Matt Salo here with the rhinestoneworld.com. So a lot of you have been asking for this tutorial video. I got it for you right here. So I'm going to show you how to do a full wrap with glitter heat transfer vinyl and rhinestones on this full-size Starbucks acrylic 24-ounce tumbler. So this is the acrylic one you can get at the Starbucks stores, but I'm going to show you the entire process to do the full wrap with the rhinestones and the glitter heat transfer vinyl using the magic material, the Bling Anything material. And that's going to allow you to do an amazing looking cup like this here. Almost 4,000 rhinestones, the top, the side, glitter heat transfer vinyl, amazing looking cup. But you don't always have to do rhinestones, and that's the really cool thing about it. You could also, in a matter of minutes, just do standard glitter heat transfer vinyl. Here's the coolest part, any of you that are new. This is glitter heat transfer vinyl that's made to go on apparel, that's made to put on t-shirts. And we're wrapping it on a tumbler like this using, again, that Bling Anything material. We can customize it. Yes, I layered glitter on glitter. Man, I'm going to take you through it all. So stick around to see how we're going to make ourselves an awesome looking tumbler. Now the template we're going to use to actually make this design is from this template pack right here. So this pack and all the templates in it are actually made to fit that 24-ounce acrylic cup that they sell at the Starbucks. I think the cup's around $14.95. But that is the pack, and I'll link it in the description below as well. And we are actually, in this video, going to use that tiger print wrap, where when it wraps around and the stripes match up, so it basically looks seamless. It's going to look freaking awesome. So let's get going on it. First thing we're going to do is we need to cut our Magic Flock template material. Then we're going to cut the glitter heat transfer vinyl. We'll brush in the stones. We'll get to heat pressing. Now the supplies I'm going to be using for this project, I got my Korean low lead SS10 Hot Fix TRW rhinestones. I have my Crystal AB Hot Fix SS10 TRW stones. I have my Caesar Silver Glitter Heat Transfer Vinyl, the Green Grass Glitter Heat Transfer Vinyl. Just a pick tool for weeding, to measure. This is my paintbrush to be able to brush in the stones. This is the magic material, the Bling Anything material. The Magic Flock is what we cut the template out of on the vinyl cutter over here, which I'm going to be using the Graphtec CE 6040, the 15-inch version. And then this is the Hot Fix tape to pull the stones up off of the template. Now, heat press wise, I'm going to be using our Max Press, the 16 by 20 Max Press, which is an awesome press, great heat distribution throughout it as well. And then of course, like I said, for the cup, it's just the standard acrylic full-size 24-ounce cup. It was $14.95 at Starbucks, but you can also get similar cups. As long as it's the same size, the template will fit it right. So just measure the height and everything for it. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the Magic Flock template material. So I'm going to load it into my Graphtec cutter here. Drop down my pinch rollers. Hit one for front edge. And now we're ready to cut. And I'm going to go ahead and just send the file from Cutting Master and the TRW Design Wizard. Now you can see here we have the files that you'll get if you purchase the template pack on the website. So these are the rhinestone templates and the glitter heat transfer vinyl templates. So I'm going to send over my first cut for the Magic Flock. I'm going to highlight it, go to launch, and cut plot CM4. And I'm going to cut this at a force of 18, speed of 60 with a 60-degree blade. Alright, so our template just finished up. We're going to go ahead and trim this off the machine here and weed it. So as we pull this off, you'll see the template comes off, all the circles stay behind, and we have our finished template ready to brush the stones in. Alright, now to go ahead and cut our second template, so we're going to highlight that. Again, speed of 60, force of 18 with a 60-degree blade. We're going to go over to cut plot CM4 and send it to the cutter. Now it just finished up that cut, so we're going to go ahead and pull this off, and that template is ready to go. We got both of our Magic Flock templates cut. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and load in our silver glitter. 1 for front edge. And we're good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and send over the cut for our silver glitter. And with my glitter here, heat transfer vinyl, again, I'm using a 6-degree blade on this one with a force of 16, speed of 60. Now we're going to load the green grass glitter heat transfer vinyl in. 1 for front edge. Now we're going to send over our green grass glitter, same force of 16, speed of 60. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and weed the silver glitter first. Now we're going to weed our green grass glitter. Now one thing I always like to do when I'm done weeding is I like to line it up just to make sure that I didn't do anything weird with the cut, forget to mirror it, and make sure everything lines up perfectly so I know when I bring it to the heat press, I'm good to go with my cut file. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and brush in our first template here, and this is the Crystal AB SS10 Korean low lead stones. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this up for you so it's a little bit quicker. Now any of you that have never brushed in stones, the reason why they fall in perfectly is because they have the back side is flat. And that flat side falls in, and if any fall in upside down, as you keep brushing around, it flips them over the right way so they all go in the right way. So you can see I brushed in the crystal already, now I'm brushing in the emerald, and then I'm applying the hot fix tape, and that's what we're going to use to be able to press it once done. And then here I'm brushing in my Crystal AB for the lid of the cup, and then again, once I brush them all in, I'm going to go with my hot fix tape, pull that off, and I'm good to go. Okay, so now we're over here at the heat press. This is our Bling Anything material. I'm going to press it to the shiny side. There's a shiny side and a dull side. Then I'm going to layer my silver glitter, and I'm going to maximize my material here. So I'm going to lay my silver glitter part of the wrap here. Then I'm also going to place the lid part on this side, and then for the side of the lid right there. Now I'm at about 310 to 315 degrees. And I'm going to press this for about 6 seconds. Once I'm done, peel the carrier sheet off. Now I'm done with the lid and that strip, so I'm going to go ahead and trim those off because I don't want to keep repressing them this entire time. Now we're going to go ahead and finish off our second color on the main wrap part. So I'm going to grab my green grass glitter. Let's get this lined up perfectly, and we tested it before so we know it's good to go. And then for the second press of this one, once we get it lined up, we're going to press this for about 8 seconds. So again, cover sheet, so we're going to make sure all of it's covered. I'm using the second sheet as well. Press this for 8 seconds. Once that's done, release our carrier sheet. And now we're done with the glitter part of this design. So we could wrap this cup in glitter right now, but now we want to accent it with our rhinestones. So I'm going to press my emerald green rhinestones first. Again, just layer them over top, and you can see I trimmed the hot fix tape a little bit so it isn't going outside my Bling Anything material. So you don't want to have a real big piece of hot fix tape when you're doing this press. Once this is all lined up, which it's looking pretty good, I'm just making sure it's perfect so when I come back with my second color, it's a lot easier. And then let's bring back our cover sheet here. Now with the rhinestones, we need to heat these stones all the way up. So I'm going to press this for about 12 to 15 seconds because we need to activate that hot fix glue on the back. Then what I like to do is just grab a blank shirt or a towel, just kind of go over it. It'll pull some of that heat out of it to cool it down, and then we can release our hot fix tape, and our emerald green are done. Now we're going to come back with our second color, which is our Crystal AB stones. Get those lined up. Again, they're all going to line up perfectly because of the way that the templates were made. Once I have it lined up, let's go ahead and cover this again. And then again, we need to go for that full 12 to 15 seconds to activate that glue. And our template is now done. And what I always like to do after I peel off that hot fix tape, I'm going to do a quick little insurance press of about 6 to 8 seconds, just to ensure all of those stones are good and all that hot fix glue is activated and perfect to be ready for my wrap. So look at how awesome this thing looks already. Now it's go time to trim it up. Now before we wrap this, we need to go ahead and accent our lid with the stones as well. So I'm putting the rhinestones on top of our 2 cut files for the top of the lid and then the side of the lid. And again, we're going to press this at the same temperature, about 315 degrees, for about 12 to 15 seconds. Once that's done, cool it down a little bit with the shirt or the towel, peel that off, and we are good to go. Now we need to trim off our excess Bling Anything material. And I'm trimming it right to the edge of the glitter heat transfer vinyl so you can't see any of it. And then I got to trim out this inside circle where the logo will be showing through. I like to cut it on the back side here. It makes it easier to cut with the pair of scissors. Might be a little bit easier if you get some type of applique scissors or more precise scissors than a regular one. And then I'm also going to trim around the lid right there and then the strip for the lid as well. Now it's time to wrap this thing. So we got our cup here, and I'm going to do the lid first. I like to do a wet application. So I sprayed the lid with just standard water, and then I'm going to spray the adhesive on the back with water as well. That allows me to move it around a little bit. Once I feel committed, I can go ahead and push it against it, dry it off with that towel or shirt, and that top part is done. The second part, again, remove the carrier sheet to expose our adhesive. Don't need water on this because it's real thin. And you can see I use my left hand and my index finger and thumb just to kind of form it as I go around so it just hits that area perfectly, and it almost just turn it and it hits it nice. And my lid is now done. Now for the actual main wrap, I'm going to peel off half of the carrier sheet, cut it, trim off the circle like you see here, and put it back on because I only want to expose a little bit of my adhesive to make it easier. Spray that with water, spray the part of the cup that I'm going to apply it to with water, get this lined up. Again, I can kind of move it around since it's a wet application, wrap it around to the back side, and I can see, ooh, that lines up awesome. I'm good to go. So peel off that right side and get that carrier sheet out from underneath it. That exposed my adhesive to wrap it around the cup. And then the same thing on the left side. And you can see I left the ends open a little bit so I can manipulate these a little bit. So you can see here, I'm kind of just pulling against it a little bit to make sure that I don't get any seams. And then I can go ahead and push that. Now, if you did do it a little bit too much water, it may feel like it's not sticking real good. It'll dry out in about an hour or two, and that adhesive will bond again, and it'll look amazing. The biggest thing is getting that seam close so you can barely see it at all, and the customer's gonna love it. So let me show you what this cup's gonna look like now. As I spin this around, look how difficult it is to even see where that seam is because we matched these prints up on the tiger print to line up perfectly when it hits that seam. And there's another awesome look at it. How amazing is this cup? Pretty sweet, huh? Alright, so that's it, crew. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial video on how to make this awesome Starbucks tumbler. Now the template pack, like I was talking about right there, that's available on the website, it comes with a version where it doesn't have the circle as well. So if you want to do a full wrap, you can do that. You don't have to do the rhinestones. If you wanted to, you could just do a glitter heat transfer vinyl wrap like this one right here that still looks awesome. You can do it in a fraction of the time at a fraction of the cost as well. And then of course, customize it with a name, glitter heat transfer vinyl. But again, hopefully this video helped you. Make sure to click that subscribe button. Make sure to click that like button if you like this video, if you think it helped you out. Comment below if you have any questions about this process. I think it's pretty amazing. I think it's really going to help your business and allow you to provide some pretty freaking awesome products to all of your friends and customers. Again, all of the products that I used in this video, I put in a link in the description below along with the template pack. But again, any questions, comment below. We'll help you guys out. Again, Matt with the rhinestoneworld.com, and you guys all have an amazing day. Later.